So I had this idea yesterday. I've been watching some of my old videos that I hadn't watched in like a decade. Um, I don't know who would even be watching my videos these days, but back in ye olden days, I used to make these 1 hour vlogs like every single day. I used to like talk to a camera for an hour a day, every day. Like, I think every now and again I'd miss a day, but like it was an everyday thing. And like I kind of skipped through some of them, but I watched little snippets of them and I realized, like, holy cow, like I realized a few things. One being that antidepressants have made a really big difference for me, which I already knew, but it's nice to kind of like see it in all of its truth. Um, and another thing that I noticed was that I had really forgotten that the reason I was making videos in the first place was, it sounds dumb, but like kind of like personal therapy. It's something that I was talking about in one of the videos that I watched yesterday, where I said, nobody wants to listen to me talk for an hour. Like, nobody wants to sit and just listen to me say whatever I want for an hour a day, right? Like, even the people who like watched my videos, I don't think they really wanted to like sit through them. I think people maybe just like skipped around, or I got a lot of criticism. Nobody liked my videos. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, nobody wants to just sit and listen to me talk for an hour a day. Even like a therapist, I'm not gonna find a therapist for every single day of the week, for one. Two, that would be way too expensive. Like, there's no way. So, me just like talking, just saying whatever came to mind for an hour a day was actually like really helpful to me. It helped me like work out a lot of issues that I had. And yeah, it was actually it was therapeutic for me. So, I was thinking, why don't I go back to this? Why don't I do my hour-long vlogs again? Like, what could go wrong? And actually, I say what could go wrong about just about everything, and then I soon find out exactly what could go wrong. So maybe I shouldn't ask the question, what could go wrong? Because something can always go wrong. But yeah, I'm thinking I might start. This has been almost 3 minutes of me just prefacing nothing. I might start doing that again, where I do like little vlogs, and it would be similar to like 10 years ago when I did it and like nobody watched them, and the people who didn't understand why I was making hour-long videos, and they would just tell me how stupid they were and how pointless it all was, and just other mean things. I say mean things because it's the internet, but yeah, it was helpful for me. So why don't I do this again? Like, it sounds like a great idea. Anyway, in the meantime, this is not what I'm planning to do today. I am not planning to sit in front of a camera for an hour and talk. But I thought it would be kind of fun to just read one of my journal entries. I have a lot of journal entries, and this is just what I wrote today. But I don't know. I really don't know where I'm going with this train of thought, other than that I was going to read this journal entry. I don't know, something just nice about just like sharing my thoughts with the world, even if nobody's listening, you know? So here we go. I love this journal. It's super, super cute. The cat is attacking it, because it has a thing. Yeah, it's a really cute journal. There he goes, attacking it again. Okay, so I'll just read. I write, I'm such a space case as of late. I sleep way too much, and it's just for comfort. I'm never tired, just emotionally spent. I sleep to hide. Sometimes my dreams are inspiring, sometimes they are frightening, and I wake up wishing for something or someone to comfort me. Most of the time, dreams leave something to be desired. Rarely are the sights I see so great that I feel at peace. My daydreams are more assuring than my nightly ones. I'm starting to rely too much on my invented reality. I can't focus at work unless we are insanely busy. Otherwise, my mind wanders, and I can hardly stand the dull, mundane world my physical body lives in. Even at home, nothing interests me. I'm just moving in slow motion. I tell myself it's just the season, but I also know that is just a cop-out. Winter is no more empty than any season. I would start up the fireplace, grab a book or a sketchbook, relax in my little self-made corner of the world. Winter can be the coziest time of year if you are prepared well for it. Something is missing, though. The purpose is gone, the drive to fight every day, the adrenaline kicking in when crisis strikes. I'm burnt out, yet still remain on high alert at all hours. There isn't a minute of the day or night I feel relaxed. Surely there's a lesson I need to learn from this tension. What am I looking for? Thoughts that I find creeping up over and over. A walk in the park, exploring the secrets of the city, photography, riding a bike again, seeking mystery, listening to good music that reminds me of the city I came from. Trying to discover a small piece of the outside world that I feel connected to, a place that feels like it's meant just for me to find. Of course, it's not the right time of year for exploring outdoors. If only there were an arcade, a bookstore, a record store, even a zoo. A museum wouldn't be bad if I had someone to go with. I have Caribou, the place I work. It's quite my home away from home. But the crowd of people is unpredictable, and only some days I feel like I can just be. If my car wasn't at risk of overheating, I would just drive around and explore that way. That's a hefty $3,000 fix, though. Funny how my landlord thinks that kind of money is pocket change for me. You're not really worried about $3,000, are you? He asks. Yes, I am. That's a lot of money. That's 3 months' rent. Good Lord. I can't imagine I give off the impression I make a ton of money. I dress like a 16-year-old emo boy, and I'm not even wearing socks today. I wasn't. Everyone has their own standards, I guess. If I'm wealthy in any way, it's my health and work ethic. If my own two hands can make a thing happen, then I will do it myself. Anyway, that's all beside the point. My car is not reliable, and the one place on earth I should feel at home instead is filled with unease. Memories of tragedy, moments of crisis, episodes of panic and horror. Lessons I had to learn in order to make better choices. Now my house is filled with ghosts. Ghosts of conversations and questions I asked myself which I have finally been able to answer. Why then do they continue to haunt me? Everything could be so easy, so comfortable. I could enjoy all of the wonderful things I've collected, my records, my games, my extensive surplus of art supplies. Instead, writing is the only release I've been able to find, and that barely serves to graze the surface of my bottomless pit of desires. I have tens, hundreds, maybe even thousands of ideas waiting to take their concrete form. Every so often, a little drop from the cup of creation spills out, and I begin a small, humble piece of some kind. None of it fills the void, though. Maybe I need to download an art program and set up my tablet. Maybe some digital work will make a difference. That's where I'm at today. It seems like I should be satisfied with my life. Everything's in place, but I can't relax. I can never relax. I'm always waiting for something to go wrong.